Today, I'm going to do a what if video. What if you could take the same population of the Philippines and all of the Philippine Islands and merge them into one big island? What if the Philippines wasn't an archipelago? What if instead of being made up of over 7,600 islands, the Philippines was just one massive island? Sounds crazy, right? But let's dive into what that would actually look like, from geography to culture to politics to security. Let's break it down. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to thank J-Po Coffee for allowing me to film here. So what about geography and infrastructure? Right now, the Philippines is split into three main island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, plus thousands of smaller islands. If you want to visit family or do business in another region, chances are you need a boat or a plane. But what if the country was just one big island? You could drive anywhere, not having to rely on ferries. Highways and railroads would connect provinces from coast to coast. Right now, I don't believe there are any freight trains. Disaster response would be quicker and more coordinated. Tourism might lose that island hopping charm, but it would gain accessibility. Okay, and then there's culture and language. Today, each island or region can have its own language or dialect. That's partly because they're physically separated. It's not uncommon for one island to have one language, while a neighboring island has an entirely different language that is spoken. But let's pretend that the Philippines is one big landmass. You'd likely see more cultural blending. Dominant languages like Tagalog and Cebuano could be spread more evenly, possibly at the cost of smaller dialects. Regional identities might soften as people interact more freely. Think of it as Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao becoming roommates. Things would definitely start to mix. Politics and governance. Governing thousands of islands is a logistical nightmare. I'm guessing that federal government of the Philippines finds it challenging to meet the needs of all the islands. However, in a single island scenario, things would probably be different. Centralized governance becomes easier. Delivery of services like healthcare and education would be more efficient. Local warlord-style politics might fade with better oversight. And maybe, just maybe, Manila wouldn't hog all of the attention. Okay, then there's the economy and development. Right now, most economic activity is centered in Luzon, especially Manila. Many island provinces lag behind. On one big island, though, development could spread out more evenly. Shipping goods would be cheaper. Just load up a truck and go. Agriculture and tourism could scale up with easier land access. More towns could become economic hubs, not just Manila, Cebu, or Davao. Okay, now let's talk about security and strategy. Defending thousands of islands is expensive. Piracy and insurgencies hide in remote areas. But if the country was all one big island, military and police response would be much faster. Fewer coastlines to patrol. Insurgents would have fewer places to hide. China's maritime pressure would still exist, but logistics would be simpler. Okay, disasters and environment. Being an archipelago helps spread out the impact of typhoons, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions. One big island? A major disaster could impact everyone all at once. Emergency planning would be easier to coordinate, but recovery might take longer due to the sheer scale of damage. Imagine a single typhoon affecting the whole population at once. It's a scary thought. I have one final thought. If the Philippines were one big island, it probably would be more integrated and more efficient. But it would lose something too. The rich diversity that comes from being an archipelago. The unique regional identities that define so many Filipinos. And that special pride people feel for their island or their province. The Philippines is what it is today because of its geography, a land of complexity, beauty, and resilience. So what do you think? Would the Philippines be better off as one big island? Or is the archipelagic setup part of what makes it so special? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell notification for more content like this. God bless and peace out.